Hello and welcome, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful Kids Day with us and enjoying the Minecraft area, mindfulness, write your song, and yoga sessions. We've had such fun with you today, and we are so honored to be able to welcome President of the Transplant Games of America, Mr. Bill Ryan. We hope that you'll be able to join in San Diego. There are so many fun activities coming up, so we are so happy to end the program this way to guide you to a completely different event at the end of summer. So now I will hand it off to Bill.
Uh, Thank you, Melissa. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome to a dreary day in Michigan. I hope wherever you're at, it's a better day. But we're excited that you're here to kind of learn a little bit more about the transplant games. So, thank you again for your interest. But for 32 years, the games have served to be a focal point for both the success of transplantation as well as a tribute to those who have donated organs. Next slide. For 6 days in July and part of August, there'll be 20 competitions and 60 special events, something for something for everybody. So I can't see your faces, but I hope that some of you may have participated in previous games. It is truly the world's largest celebration of life, and we hope you'll consider coming. So next slide. So in particular, the competitions for the games, there's 20 of them in total where recipients and living donors compete for gold, silver, and bronze medals in a very Olympic-like setting. But in particular, our youth and kids events are highlighted on the screen with the 5K run walk, basketball, swimming, track and field, volleyball, and then for the younger set, 10 and under, there's a youth Olympiad. So there's plenty of competitions for young kids to get involved in to celebrate their transplant and be a part of the scene. But it's an exciting opportunity, and hope that many of you will help make the event special. Next slide. But more importantly, the event is a celebration of life. There's a number of activities. I mentioned 60 earlier, but the reality is everything focuses around the village. The village is tailored after the Olympic Village, where athletes and their families kind of congregate and get together and hang out. There's plenty of things to do inside the village. There's an expo where organizations and groups will come in and have things giveaways, and there's pin trading. I know pin trading. We used to think pin trading was just a kids event, but in reality, I think the adults love it as much as the kids do. Um, Teen Talk is kind of an opportunity for our younger set to get together and talk about all the things that are important to them as part of transplant. The reality is, it's a pizza party. It's a chance for kids to kind of hang and talk about the games and talk about things that are exciting. But this year in particular, it's a special event. We are in San Diego, where the weather is beautiful, and the view of the ocean and the bay are spectacular. And we're starting our event off with something we've never done before, and that's the TGA opening ceremony parade. So for roughly half a mile to three-quarters of a mile down the busy streets of San Diego and along the coastline, there'll be 43 teams, at least 43 teams. It changes every day. 43 teams that'll be marching in the parade along with bands and music, and a great time for everybody to celebrate. Unlike previous years, we're trying to be much more public facing with our messaging about organ, eye, and tissue donation and transplantation. And so, for many of you, if you're recipients, it's an opportunity for you to stand in the sunshine and tell people how exciting you are to be part of our community. Next slide. So the you know the idea that we are a community is not something we take lightly. And as you know, as being a part of it, we are a unique family. Donor, whether it's donor families, donors, recipients, caregivers, your mom and dad, your aunts, uncles, grandparents, uh, professionals, the doctors, the nurses, the social workers, all come together at these games to celebrate you. And in many cases, all people like you, thousands of recipients have a story to tell and an opportunity to kind of revel in the unique experience that you've gone through. So, and it's also an opportunity for you to pay it forward, for all of us to pay it forward, and in appreciation for all the things that make transplantation special. So, in the final slide, this is your official invitation to join us in San Diego, July 29th, August 3rd. There's plenty to see, plenty to do. We hope if it's your first time that you'll come and explore and see all the things that there is to see. And if you've been there before, welcome back. We think it's a chance for all of you to enjoy the world's largest celebration of life. So I'll open it up to questions and comments. So jump in at any time.
It looks like we have a couple of questions. I'll
Okay.
show them on the screen for you.
Yeah, is there still time to register? Sure. Athletes can register up to June 3rd. After that time, it'll be too late to register because for those of you who are recipients, there's medical sign-offs that have to be done by your doctor, and so we need probably a month to make sure that all happens correctly. But there's still time to register, and if you're not participating in the competitions, so that would mean like mom and dad, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, and you, if you're not competing, you can register right up to the event, right up to um, July 29th. So there's plenty of time to register, and you can go to the transplantgamesofamerica.org, and there's a register button that you can go ahead and register.
You kind of just answered the next question. How can we register? I understand they'll be connecting with their local teams. So there's a team for every geographic area. Is that right?
Yeah, there's actually 42 state teams that are kind of geographically based. You can go on the website under a tab called, I think it's called Teams, um, and you could look up your state to see where your teams are. And the rules are fairly simple. You can compete with the team that in the state in which you live, or you can compete with a state team in which you had your transplant. And then ultimately, if you don't want to compete as a team and you just want to compete as an individual, we don't recommend that because you lose some of the camaraderie of being with a team and being with a kind of an adopted family. But you can do that as well. So take a look at it online on the website, and if you have any questions, there's a way to ask that question on the website too.
Excellent. Well, I don't think we have any more questions for now. We appreciate your time so much, Bill. Thank you for coming. And we definitely want to encourage everyone to at least check in with their local teams. Go to the TGA website and check it out, get some information. If you have questions, write Bill, write the people at the Transplant Games. They are planning some amazing events right now that you do
Yeah.
not want to miss.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Thanks for
All right.
closing us out.
My pleasure. See you in San Diego.
So with that, I will close out this year's conference. Thank you everyone for joining us for the past 3 days, and we have had so much fun. We look forward to seeing you again next year. We are closing out National Pediatric Transplant Week as well. Make sure to post anything on socials with hashtag Kids Transplant Week. Share your stories. It helps register people to be donors. They get inspired by our stories. So you just want to share those on your socials and help spread the word, spread awareness. And we will see you next year for National Pediatric Transplant Week.